ups in a second.
But let's talk about
his mother the game.
that was special.
And
Yeah.
see their score. Hold on. Losing to
That could have definitely been our spot if we would have played better.
yeah, we could have took on Minnesota.
Oh yeah, that definitely would have been our spot. We have success with Minnesota in the playoffs. We've always swept them. So
Yeah, and the thing is with that in mind, right? The Blue Jays and Twins are both looking to make their first deep playoff run that they haven't done in recent years. And the Blue Jays have a powerful offense led by Vladimir Guerrero and Bo Bichette and George Springer, which them guys are pretty damn good. You know what I mean? But the Twins,
yeah, definitely.
right? But the Twins have more balanced team with a good offense and strong pitching staff. So maybe they're saying the Twins are gonna win with their pitching, but I don't know how that's gonna happen.
But if you look, pitching could always pitching could always help you,
Hey, pitching is number one in baseball, man. ERA is number. You know what I mean? So yeah, they gotta figure that out, But ERA and batting average is everything for
that's definitely true
for baseball, man. Because if the team ERA, meaning the starting five, bullpen, all that. When the team ERA is low, that means they're winning a lot of games if they're hitting and playing.
Yeah, what's the call? That definitely leads to success. It doesn't matter the success sometimes in the regular season, because you always could be the best team and you could always fail in the playoffs.
Yeah, that is true, man. It's happened, but it's happened 1,000 times already.
Yeah, that's.
You know what I mean? You have to be careful in these things. You can have God on your team and still lose in the championship. You know what I mean? That's how baseball is.
Yeah, baseball is baseball. I don't know if you remember back in 2001, the Mariners. I think they had the best record of all time. They were 100, and they had 160 wins, and they lost to the Yankees. If I'm not mistaken, it was in the ALCS.
I believe so.
Yeah,
I believe so.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. The regular season numbers, as long as you perform in the playoffs, that's all that matters.
That's true, because everybody starts at 0.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So it's like it doesn't matter what you did to get there.
That's definitely true.
It's just it's just wild, man, because baseball could be hit or miss, man. You know what I'm saying? Shit is crazy. But the Rays are defending American League champions. Rangers are a young team that is on the rise, and they'll have a lot of potential in this thing, which they're showing it off right now. That potential, because they are beating Tampa Bay 4-0 right now as we speak.
Oh yeah, and Jordan Montgomery was on the mound today.
Yeah, and he made a hell of a catch too.
Oh yeah, I saw that play.
Yeah, he made a diving catch there. There's a bunch of Yankees that are in the playoffs right now too. Hold on, I had it somewhere here. But there are a bunch of Yankees especially on the Texas team. This guy is there. Chapman is there.
Oh yeah, but what's the call? The Rangers fans should hold their breath with Chapman because what we're talking to the past, like in the playoffs, he's blown leads, so they shouldn't really hold their breath until it's over.
It's true because he is known to blow games.
Yeah, definitely a big spot.
Yeah, I wouldn't be too happy to have this guy go into the ninth inning.
Nope, neither would I.
So hopefully they get it together, man.
Yeah.
It's crazy. And it's crazy how I was looking at, check this out, right? There was a post, right, on Talking Yanks, right? John Boy and them, right?
Yeah.
And their post was, what grade would you give Anthony Volpe this season, right?
Yeah.
Most people gave him a B or a C?
I don't know. I feel maybe they looked at batting average. That's why, because I feel like all of his other numbers were great, but I feel like maybe people didn't like the batting average and the on base percentage because he did strike out a lot. But it's an adjustment from coming from the minors to the majors. So that's something that he would need to work on.
That is true, but I'll give you this one though. Anthony Volpe is the 15th player in Major League history in his rookie year to have 20 home runs and 20 stolen bases.
That's impressive. Yeah, I read about that stat, but I don't know why. People are not satisfied, but I guess people still look at batting average, I guess. So.
Well, a lot of people saying that he needs improvement on his batting average. But however, he plays solid defense and has a positive attitude.
Definitely. I saw the interview on the last game, and he was talking about that, I guess he'll train to cut down on the strikeouts. So, I wouldn't worry about him. I wouldn't think, he's a bust. I feel like he could be a great player.
Yeah, he is going to be. I'd rather take Volpe for the next 10 years.
Yeah, that's definitely true. I feel like when I see potential, I see it, especially, he grew up a Yankees fan, so, I guess he's going to be motivated by that.
On this whole entire post, right? I'm the only person that gave him an A+ or an A at that or an A at that matter. Everybody on this post gave him a B or a C.
Yeah, I guess
crazy, right?
I guess people were not that. I impressed, but I think he has a bright future. Like I said, it's I think his batting average is gonna get better. Watch next year.
Yeah, I think so, man. He's only gonna get better. It's only a matter of time that happens.
Yeah. I see him possibly, let's see, I probably see him like a 260, 270 hitter, you know what I mean? That's what I see in his future.
Yeah, me too. But I think I hope to see him steal more bases though, like he was though.
Oh because, I don't know what was that about, because in the minor leagues he was stealing 50 stolen bases. I think he had the year before this year. So I don't know if they were holding him back, but I would like to see him steal bases as maybe not like what Acuna did this year, 70, but at least maybe 50 or 60.
Yeah, he could get up there. I think he can.
Yeah, I feel like we have a couple of rookies that came up this year that they could probably steal a lot of bases this year. I mean, next year.
It's true, man. I mean, and plus too, if they were to start him lead off too, I would like to see him bat lead off, and that'll help him get on base a lot more too.
Oh yeah, definitely. I if you start off the game, you'll probably get on base, by walking or whatever. So, I see that as a possibility. But with the every game, it's always a different lineup. I don't understand that neither, because at least if you stop changing people around. Like, just stick with one lineup if it works.
That's right. Back in the old days. Well, let's say 5 years ago, they knew where they were hitting at, like where their position was on the lineup. Today is like, you got to figure it out now.
No, it's the managers, they don't make the lineup anymore. It's all analytics. It's whatever. I guess what the numbers say and everything, that's what they give them. So, it's not the manager. It's a different game now. So, yeah.
It's definitely AI driven. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, definitely.
Which is crazy, man. I mean, do they even need real people anymore?
I mean, I don't know. Maybe I have a robot in the dugout or something.
Wait, where is that pull? I'm trying to find. All the Yankees that made it into the playoffs this year. Check this out. You got Joey Gallo's in there. Sonny Gray, Aaron Hicks, Chapman, Nathan Eovaldi. He's been a Yankee a long time ago. There's a bunch of other guys. I don't even know their faces, man. Well, Jordan Montgomery is one.
Jordan Montgomery.
There's a guy on the Marlins, on Atlanta. There's one on the two on the Diamondbacks. Wish I knew their names. Chad Green is one of them. Chad Green is on Toronto.
Oh yeah, Chad Green. Yeah, from the Blue Jays.
He's on. Remember we saw him. We was like, what the hell is Chad Green doing here?
Yeah, I remember. I forgot that he signed a 2-year contract, but he was recovering from Tommy John surgery. So that's why I literally forgot that he was a Blue Jay.
All bozos on this thing, man. Well, they all suck. All these guys that were in the play, they all suck anyway. They all suck. The only one that made a name for himself here, out of all of them, I would say, is Nathan Eovaldi and Sonny Gray.
I guess Sonny Gray didn't have like the best tenure here. He blamed the old pitching coach Larry Rothschild because he told him to throw breaking balls more or something. I read like a while ago. So he blamed the pitching coach back then.
Yeah, they totally screwed that team up.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah, and Nathan Eovaldi, like his ERA was high, but if I look at it, back in 2015, I believe he had 15 wins and 2 losses before he got injured. I believe.
He did.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, he did. He was pitching awesome.
Yeah.
Let me see what I can write up here. So, I mean, as the playoffs are starting now, the Yankees have a whole lot to do on this offseason, man.
Definitely. There's the whole change that needs to happen.
But they finished 2 games over 500, 82 and 80.
Oh yeah, sure. Like at least but so far, at least at least we were able to finish over 500 because, like, we could have. It was, I think, a 32 straight winning season, but we fared.
Carlos Rendon.
No, he's here for the next 5 years.
Oh yeah, that's right. I'm sorry. Not Carlos Rendon. They got to figure out if they're gonna re-sign Clay Holmes. They have to figure out they're gonna re-sign Wendy Peralta. There's somebody else I'm missing in the bullpen.
Isaiah Falefa.
Kind of Falefa, yes. I say no on those guys. Except
so Severino's a free agent and Frankie Montas.
Yeah, they're not. None of them are coming back except for Wendy Peralta. I think he's the only one that should come back.
You know. Also Keenan Middleton is also. You remember we acquired him from the deadline. He's a free agent this year too.
True. Oh, and Gabriel Torres, right, is a free agent.
Oh, hold on, let me.
Because the whole talk was
There's possibilities of rumors I'm hearing that they could trade him for a pitcher or something. I don't know. I'm hearing, but I don't know. Pitching is necessarily the answer because we have prospects waiting that are pitching prospects. How about get a bat or something like a lefty back, something that that could fit more because
I think they should get rid of Anthony Rizzo too, man.
Oh well, I guess probably for other bats, I wouldn't know which team would pick him up, but he's getting up there in age, and he got injured, he had a concussion, and and then the Yankees didn't. The Yankees let him play through that, and I don't know. So it's there's pieces there that they should trade away. And also, I'm looking here. Clay Holmes is not a free agent until next year.
Oh, next year. My bad.
Yeah.
But I believe there's a few bullpen guys out there. I don't have the list on me now though, but also, so what they're saying now is, since they're saying okay with Sean Casey, so they're already assuming that since he's good friends with Aaron Boone, they're gonna keep Aaron Boone too. And there has not been no information about firing Aaron Boone. So by this time, he's staying already.
Yeah, I think if I saw correctly here, it's expected that Aaron Boone will be back.
Yeah, because if he was fired, if they were gonna fire him, they would have fired him already.
Oh yeah, they would have definitely fired him. What's the call? Then the next day after which was yesterday, they could have fired him. But I'm seeing here that Aaron Boone's expected to be back as Yankee manager. So yeah. So there's that. So I don't see I don't see changes there.
Then you got
the coaching will stay the same.
That's right. And then you have these bozos out here saying that they want Buck Showalter as the manager. How you feel about that?
Well, I've been thinking about it and stuff like that. Maybe they want an old school manager. I know that Buck Showalter was the manager back in the early '90s, but I don't know how he would fit the team if they like Boone already. But I don't know if I looked into it a couple of years ago. Maybe I wanted him back then, but I don't see any changes, but I'm not surprised, like, because like I don't see changes there at all. Because I don't think Boone is staying because like he already has a relationship with the players. So I don't think they're gonna bring in somebody else to destroy that chemistry.
Yeah, I don't believe so neither.
Yeah. So yeah, Boone is definitely staying. And Buck Showalter, I don't think a team's gonna pick him up because he's in his late 60s. But who knows? He's definitely not coming to the Yankees.
Word. I mean, that guy, he's past his prime already. Buck Showalter, man.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, Dusty Baker, he's up there in age. I'm not sure. How old is he, but there's definitely older managers.
That's true.
Like, let's see.
That's true, but they had better success though. No, I said they have older managers, but they all had better success than Buck Showalter ever did.
Yeah, like right here, Dusty Baker, he's 74 years old. So, I mean, there's been if I'm not mistaken, when the Yankees got rid of Buck Showalter, the following year they won the World Series. So I feel like he hasn't had luck, with a championship ring or anything like that.
No, actually, every team he's managed, once they fired him, the team got better.
Oh yeah, that's definitely true.
Look at Baltimore. He was on Baltimore. Baltimore's better now.
Oh yeah. They were tearing down at the time, so
And also, I want to say that the Mets wasn't really his fault because Steve Cohen, the manager, the owner, he sold all the players.
Oh yeah, that's definitely true. It's because they were not competitive this year. But I don't understand why you throw a boatload of money to like players that are approaching close to 40.
Yeah, that is true. Why they did that, I have no idea, and how they got rid of them is beyond me.
Yeah.
Because Verlander had a no trade contract.
Oh yeah, true. That's and also Max Scherzer had one too.
Yeah, and they got traded, which is crazy.
Yeah.
And check this out. I'm reading a thing now. To go back to Anthony Volpe. They're talking about now that they want to move him to second base now.
Oh, yeah, I've heard that too. Like when you first, came up, like they were like, even in the minors, they were saying that his glove wasn't good, but he has shown this year that he could play shortstop.
What they're saying is they want to move. What they're saying is they want to move Anthony Volpe to second base and have Oswald Peraza play shortstop.
Oh yeah, definitely. Oh wait, they want to move him because I feel like Peraza, I feel like they would keep him at third base. That's what I heard.
I think he would be better at third because he got a good glove too. This kid.
Yeah, well, keep both be at shortstop and then keep Peraza at third because Josh Donaldson's gone, so might as well have him in the hot corner.
So you know what? He could be a possibility of trade bait. Gabriel Torres could be trade bait, man, over the winter.
Yeah, I definitely did hear that too. Because who would to be honest, it looks like they trade Rizzo. So would that make LeMahieu the first baseman? And who would cover second? I don't know. Unless you put Oswaldo Cabrera there, because I feel like outfield is going to be fun. Oswaldo Cabrera moves all over the field.
True, he can play any position, but yeah, they will have to get rid of Gabler. They will have to get rid of Rizzo. And yeah, if they get rid of Rizzo, then I guess LeMahieu becomes your first baseman.
Yeah.
But then again, he's not a very good first baseman. Even though
again, yeah. I mean, I feel like LeMahieu, he's alright. Like, he could make plays sometimes, you know. But I definitely would rather have him than Jake Bauers.
yeah, that is true. I'd rather see Jake Bauers gone, man. And the other guy too, I forget his name now, but the other guy too, he should be gone too. A lot of these guys should be out of here.
Oh, you mean Billy McKinney, right?
Billy McKinney, there you go.
Guy? Yeah.
Yeah, they both should be gone. To be honest, man, they did nothing on this team, but hit like 1 or 2 home runs, man. Big deal, you know.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah. If they could bring back Harrison Beta, that'd be dope. But I doubt that'll happen.
Yeah, let's see what happens, because he does he does bring energy to the team. But at the same time, he gets injured a lot. So, I don't know. Like, I feel like Esteban Florial did show, he did it. I'm not expecting him to be like Jason Dominguez, but, at least cover. Until it gets back. Let's say go outside of the organization, to say, to get somebody else. But, I'm hearing like rumors that maybe Cody Bellinger becomes a Yankee, but I doubt it, because I believe he had a good year and he's gonna probably ask for a lot of money. So
yeah,
I don't see that as a possibility.
And plus, he's past his prime already too. Cody Bellinger's past his prime already.
I mean, yeah, he had one good year, but the other years, the past 2 years, he wasn't as good. He used to be good, but he hasn't been good. So I don't expect him to be good as he was this year.
Yeah, I wouldn't put my money on that guy at all.
Yeah, definitely not, because we already tied it to a big contract, which is Giancarlo Stanton, and he can't hit fastballs no more. So why another one?
Yeah, no, man. I mean, to get that dude is gonna be more of the same. You know what I mean? Like Cody Bellinger, to get him is gonna be more of the same. Like more strikeouts and all that shit going on.
Yeah.
Because they gotta find people that can play well in Yankee Stadium.
Oh yeah, that's the question. If I'm hearing, Juan Soto, but, I don't believe that's happening either. But, I don't know,
But that's the thing, though. You got to understand one thing, right? To get a free agent or whatever, these guys, right? Whatever, right?
Yeah.
You got to understand that there's a luxury tax, right?
Yeah.
And the Yankees don't want to go over that luxury tax because they don't want to pay no extra money to no team.
Yeah.
So I mean, to get if they get Juan Soto, right? That's gonna take away a big portion of our budget to get other players too. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, true.
It takes away the budget to get more players. So if they don't get him, they can get a lot of mediocre guys that can play just as good.
Yeah, because what's it called? Yeah, you definitely don't want to do that, because I believe they're over the luxury tax now. Because if I'm not mistaken, it's like $290 million.
The threshold is $290. Yeah, I think they're under it. I think they're still under it by $260 or something like that. $270.
Yeah, that's maybe I didn't.
So that's the thing. It's like the saying goes. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. You know what I'm saying?
There's definitely this outfielder from the Korean League called John Hao Lee, and I don't know if the Yankees are interested, but he's a contact bat that could play in the outfield. So I don't know if they go after him, but he's definitely a contact hitter. So I don't know if the Yankees would go after him or not.
You see, I could do that. I can do that because
and I feel like he would be on budget. Like he would not cost much because like if you look at the international players, like even like they usually give them like a 5-year contract at most, and it's like I don't know, maybe like 50 million. I don't know, but it's always like they always give them 5-year contracts.
Yeah, it's true. It's a little bit more than what they say because you have to give the Japanese kid a contract, and not only that, you have to pay money to the team he came from.
Oh yeah, that's definitely true.
Yeah, you gotta pay the Japanese team that he was playing on money, and you gotta pay him a contract too.
Yeah, which is
crazy.
Weird. I'm looking. He plays for the Korean League, but he's Japanese, so I don't know why he's not in the Japan League. So that's.
Oh, he might not be good enough. That's why he's in the Korean League.
Yeah, well, like let's see. He did hit 319 this year, so there's that.
That's pretty damn good. And also, the Yankees were looking at that Japanese pitcher, Yokomoto or something like that.
Yeah.
And what I was saying is, that's a bad idea to get this kid because my theory is this, right? This kid pitches in a dome all the time. He pitches in domes, right?
Yeah.
Yankee Stadium is outdoors, so he's gonna be pitching in the cold and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's gonna be pitching in the cold. He's not gonna know how to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? And he's gonna pitch horrible. And none of these guys did well. None of these guys from the Japan League did well.
Yeah, that's definitely true. Like they didn't turn out like good. Like to be as good as they were predicted to be.
Tanaka, he was supposed to be the biggest deal of whatever, and he didn't do anything in New York.
Yeah, he was reliable, but he was average at best. Like it's not he was putting up crazy numbers like he did in Japan.
He wasn't no Garrett Cole. None of them was no Garrett Cole.
Oh yeah, definitely not.
None of them played like Garrett Cole. None of them ever. I think the only one that comes close to Garrett Cole might be Yu Darvish and Shohei Ohtani. That's it.
I mean, if I'm not mistaken, Hiroki Kuroda was solid for 2 seasons. If I'm not mistaken, he did pitch. If I'm not mistaken, he had like let me see, but he was good.
Yeah, he was good, but he didn't win no 20 games or nothing like that.
Definitely not. But
the last Yankee to win 20 games is CC Sabathia.
Oh yeah, definitely. I think if I'm not mistaken, he did win 20 games. Let me see that.
Kuroda? No. He didn't win no 20 games.
Let me see who was the last one. Let's see, did Sabathia? Oh yeah, Sabathia in 2010. He won 21 games.
He's the last one, and then before him is Mike Mussina.
Oh yeah, and Mike Mussina, that was his final season when he won 20 games.
Yeah, he left out on top. So my thing is this, Ching Ming Won was really good too.
Oh yeah, until that injury he had when when he when he rounded the bases in Houston.
Yeah.
And that he wasn't the same after that.
Nah, he was good. He was all right. But my thing is, what I'm trying to say is that in history, right, of baseball, right, these Japanese pitchers didn't really carry a team. You know what I'm saying? Except for Yu Darvish and Shohei Ohtani, only two. You know, but
I feel like Shohei Ohtani's pitcher, like his career as a pitcher, might be over because he had Tommy John surgery. So, you know, we don't know.
Yeah, I think. I mean, he got it twice already. This is the second time. He gets Tommy John.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. I don't know what they do with that, but you know, I feel like, you know, he shouldn't really like push himself. Like, I know he's trying to make history, but you know, I get it. His bat is still valuable. Like, you know, he's not. I would say like he like puts up like good numbers, but he's not like an ace. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And you know what? He's never gonna be the same ever again, Ohtani.
No. Might as well just make him a DH or something. You know, keep him there. Like, his bat is still valuable, but as a pitcher, I think his pitching days are over.
Yeah, you got a damn point on that, man. I believe so, man, because, I mean, but now, though, he has to find a team that's going to want him as a DH now.
Oh, yeah, it's a free agent. So, who knows, like, who's going to make the big splash to get him? Because, like, you don't know. Because I think he still might want to do pitching, but, you know, would teams want that? You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, it's true. Can his body even do it, though, again? That's the question, too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that must be exhausting because, like, you know, you gotta bat, and then you gotta pitch every 5 days, and it's like, you know, I don't know if that takes a toll on your body, but you know, like, I don't know what to say about that. He might just.
True. Check this idea out, right? How about this idea, right? What about, let's say, just thinking, what if Shohei Ohtani became an outfielder?
Oh yeah, what's it called? Oh yeah, that's true. Cause if I remember, like when I like played MLB The Show, like you could actually put him out there in the outfield, and like he used to be out in right field for me. So yeah, like there's definitely a possibility. I don't know if it's happened in real life, but I think they did play him in the outfield like a couple of times.
Right? Wouldn't that make sense if they could make him an outfielder?
Oh yeah, that's definitely true. Cause like he might have the arm for it. So you know, maybe they should explore that. You know, make him a full-time outfielder.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, he won't be able to pitch. He might still be able to pitch. We don't know, but he'll still be able to throw the baseball, though, at least.
Yeah, Because
look,
let's wait and see.
Because look, Jason Dominguez is getting Tommy John surgery, right? And he's expected to play again in the outfield. So it's not like they can't throw the ball again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it'll be very interesting to see what happens with Shohei.
Yeah, definitely. Like,
but we're not gonna see him till 2025, though.
Oh yeah, that's a possibility. But I think he'll still be able to bat, if I'm not mistaken. But I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It'll be nice to see him play again, you know.
Yeah.
But like I said before, these Japanese pitchers, they don't last, man.
Yeah, they definitely don't.
They don't last. They get hurt all the time.
Yeah, which is, you know, a problem. So, you know, the thing is, over there in Japan, I believe like the baseball's just smaller than the ones from here. So it's like, you know, there's a big adjustment there. So, you know.
I did not know that. I didn't know that baseballs were different.
Yeah, I think I read about that, and they pitch. I believe they pitch every 7 days instead of 5, if I'm not mistaken, over there.
Yeah. I think so too. I think you're right. Every 7 days, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or 6. It's more than 5, I believe. I think you're right.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know, man. It's gonna be. The Yankees have a lot of thinking to do, man, because they need a whole team. You know.
Yeah.
You know, they need a center fielder. They need a left fielder. They need a third baseman, a first baseman.
Well, to be honest, in the catching, Wells did a solid job. I feel like Higashioka is the odd man out, to be honest, when Trevino comes back.
Yeah, I think Higashioka is a free agent too. Is he? Or next year? I think he might be one.
I don't know when. Definitely not this year, but I feel like he definitely might be gone because Austin Wells did show that he could be a catcher and stuff like that. They probably might want the lefty guy in the lineup. So
Yeah, I think Austin Wells might be the backup catcher next year, or he could be the starting, and Trevino might be the backup.
The catching, done when Garrett Cole's on the mound, unless he gets comfortable with Austin Wells. So yeah, I don't know about that.
Because remember, even though they're both catchers, you can still use one to catch and one to DH too.
Oh yeah, that's definitely true. Or you could. There was also talk this year if Austin Wells wasn't good defensively, because they were saying that he's had trouble with at the catcher's position. So there's been talks of him moving to first base. So I don't know. Maybe you can move him to first base those days, but I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what they're gonna do, man. I mean, from right now, from what it looks like, Anthony Rizzo will be back next year. So so technically they have their first baseman, kind of.
Yeah.
I just don't think he's gonna do well, to be honest.
No, I don't think so neither. I feel like he won't do well, and I don't think Giancarlo Stanton's gonna do well neither. So
Anthony Rizzo did worse numbers than Joey Gallo did last year.
I did read about that. Yeah.
He did worse than Joey Gallo did last year.
Yeah, that's incredible. Because I don't know if you remember, April and May before Fernando Tatis. He ran into him. He was batting over 300. I don't know if you remember.
Yeah, and that's when he got the concussion, right?
Yeah, I believe after that he started to struggle big time.
He surely did. For the whole month of August, he didn't play. Well, for July, he played horrible, and then he left in August with a concussion.
Yeah, the fact that the training staff, the medical staff, of the Yankees couldn't tell him that he couldn't play, which is I don't know how they let him play, but you might never know.
I mean, if he had a concussion in the first place, why they let him play?
Oh yeah, but I feel like he should have spoken up too, saying that. I remember, I think he said he used to wake up with headaches and he would wake up foggy. So why he didn't? I don't know why he didn't say nothing either.
That's true, man. I want to say what's up to Bryson on the check-in. I know he's watching, and he posted a comment. So what's up, Bryson? We'll be back next year.
Yeah, definitely, for sure.
But yeah, man, that was kind of stupid of what they did with Anthony Rizzo, though. They knew he got hurt. They let him play, and then they take him out for 2 months.
Oh yeah, I don't understand that.
I don't understand it neither, man. It's like, why? So you know what? If he hasn't played, I would get rid of Anthony Rizzo as trade bait too. Get rid of him.
Yeah, I don't know what value he would have, but yeah, I could see them moving him.
Because it's like, I don't think he's gonna do any better. To be honest.
Yeah, true. And he's getting older too, so it's like,
right.
I don't see where he would end up at, though. Like, which team would be,
First of all, I mean, who wants to trade for him anyway? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nobody wants to trade for him. Nobody wants the players of the Yankees. That's the problem.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Nobody wants these guys. So that's why Cashman is getting no-name people, because nobody wants the guys he wants to trade.
Yeah, that's definitely true.
You know what I mean? Nobody wants a DJ LeMahieu. You know what I'm saying? Nobody wants a Giancarlo Stanton. Nobody wants Rizzo. I think the only one that could probably get away with it is probably Gabriel Torres. That's about it.
Oh yeah, it's true. Because I feel like he does have trade value.
He might be the only one because he's still young. He doesn't get hurt.
Yeah.
And he plays every day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't know, man. It's just weird, man. I don't know what they're going to do, man, but they got a lot of work to do, these Yankees, man.
Yeah.
It's a whole lot of work to do, man. But anyway, we're gonna end this show here. Let me check on the scores again before we go. Let me check on the scores. I'm going to finish the rest of the game on the TV. So Minnesota is winning 3-0 in the bottom of the fourth, and Texas beat Tampa Bay. So
oh wow, yes, I'm definitely seeing that on my screen too.
Yeah, so I feel bad for Tampa Bay. I really wanted Tampa Bay to win, but it's not happening right now.
Yeah.
But there's still 2 more games to go. They played 3 games, right? It's 2 out of 3, right?
Yeah, it's 2 out of 3. So if they lose tomorrow, they get eliminated.
Yeah, man, that's gonna suck, man, if they do that. And Toronto and Minnesota. Minnesota's finally getting over, man, and finally winning a game in the playoffs.
Yeah, that's that's what the playoffs is all about. Cause it's these teams that they really get in the playoffs. Like, for example, like Diamondbacks and Marlins. It's definitely a change of scenery.
Yeah, man. We got a question. Do you think, by Bryson, do you think Frankie Montas deserves another shot on the Yankees? And did he not get to prove himself because he was hurt in 2023? What do you think?
Well, to be honest, I did hear that the Yankees maybe do want to bring him back, and he also said that he wants to be back as a Yankee. But yeah, I don't know. I've been hearing that they might give him a 1-year deal, but I'm not too certain. But I feel like he was injured like most of the time, like maybe the whole tenure of his Yankee career. But I don't know, to be honest. Let's say go a different direction, because they do got pitching in the minor league system. So it's hard to tell. Maybe they do bring him back.
Well, I'll tell you this. I'll tell you one thing. Without Frankie Montas, right? Their starting 5 would be Garrett Cole, Anthony Rondon, Nestor Cortez, Clark Smith, and then number 5 would probably be Michael King.
Oh yeah, definitely. Michael King has proven himself to be a good starter, and also you also have Drew Thorpe that he's in the minor league system, so who knows if he gets a shot at spring training. Oh, and you forgot also Clark Schmidt too.
Yeah, I said Clark Schmidt. Clark Schmidt and Michael King would be number 4 and 5.
Yeah.
You know, if they bring back Frankie Montas, then it'll be Clark Schmidt as the number 5 starter, and then you got Michael King there. You know, which, you know what, I would probably get rid of Clay Holmes and make Michael King the closer. You know what I mean? That would be nice.
Yeah, well, you know, I feel like at this point Michael King wants to be a starter, so I don't know if he would want to be a closer, but you know, let's wait and see about that one.
Yeah, we're gonna have to see on what they do with this guy, Frankie Montas. That's gonna be a big thing, you know, in the winter time of what route they're gonna go. The Yankees, you know, are they gonna go the Frankie Montas route, or are they gonna go without him? You know?
Yeah, because I feel like when he was healthy, like he did pull up solid numbers. What's the point? If I'm not mistaken, in 2021, I believe he finished like 5th or 6th in the Cy Young. So like he's been a solid starter, but the question is, how can he stay healthy for a full season? That's the question. We never saw that.
Yeah.
So it's like I can't tell, you know, if he could stay healthy again. You know, it would have been nice if you would have been healthy this whole season, and then, you know, maybe I'd say bring him back. But, you know, it's a question mark if he could stay healthy. So, you know, I'm not sure.
It's so true, man. It's, you know, it's so many question marks this team has.
Yeah.
Know? So many question marks, man. It's too many. I mean, it's like, I feel like at this point, if they don't answer all these question marks, it's still not going to be good enough.
Yeah. Definitely,
you know what I mean? Like, they got to get rid of these guys.
Yeah.
You know, but anyway, I'm going to end it here, man. We've been on the air for about a good hour already.
Yes, we should end it here.
Yeah, we'll be back on Friday. And on Friday, we should know the division series matchups by then.
Yeah, it should be.
Yeah, so the next episode will be the division series, and we're gonna talk about the outcome of the wild card series and all that stuff. That'll be next Friday. So until then, I want to thank everybody for watching. And oh man, I just dropped my phone. I want to thank everybody for watching. Bryson, Jacob, everybody on the check-in, and everybody else. Comment below if you haven't already. And we're going to end it here. And I want to say see ya. And I'm signing out, and I'll see you guys on the next one. So long, everybody. We'll be back Friday at 5 o'clock. See ya.
Yeah, for sure.